Wednesday, February 11th, 2026. You are listening to the Daly Dose Sports Podcast, and I am your host, Clint Daly, coming to you from the Mile High City here in Denver, Colorado, and we are back for another week of talking sports with a dose of common sense. Hey, happy Wednesday to you. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you had a great Super Bowl party. I hope your week is going well and that you, your family, your friends, you're all staying strong and you're all staying healthy right now. And let me just see if I have this straight, because I have to be mistaken. So not only do we go into this coming weekend without any football whatsoever, but according to my calculations, we also have Valentine's Day on Saturday. Yeah, that's great news, isn't it?
I mean, isn't that just kick you in the crotch, spit on your neck, fantastic?
Of course, the NFL season is now over with that Super Bowl completing on Sunday. Was it an exciting Super Bowl? No, not really. The Seattle Seahawks defense was the difference with their ability to get pressure on New England Patriots quarterback Drake May, and they did it with just their front four, and that allowed them to take away everything else New England wanted to do. I don't know if the Patriots had a great game plan. We can go ahead and blame Josh McDaniels for that one, but the game was largely boring, but we'll get to more of that in just a few minutes. We do have some other things going on in the world of sports, though. The 2026 Winter Olympics in Italy are cruising along, and while the Winter Olympics are mostly odd, I guess, they do at least give us something to watch right now. You know, my problem with the Winter Olympics is that with the exception of maybe the stuff that takes place on like skates, I look at most of the events like, I guess I could do that if I had a few drinks in me. That's what makes the Winter Olympics a little bit weird. I watch the summer stuff. Like I couldn't throw the javelin that far. I couldn't pole vault. The winter stuff, you're like, no, give me a few pops and put me on a sled. I just might win. So the Winter Olympics are at least giving us something to watch, I guess. The NBA is now at about the midway point of their season, and we will have those NBA All-Star Game festivities coming this weekend. But if you're wondering how the NBA is currently going, the NBA currently has a scandal that accuses players of using insider information to rig player prop bets. So how does the NBA respond to that? Well, this past week, Milwaukee Bucks superstar Giannis Antetokounmpo has now purchased some shares of the prediction market platform Kalshi and is going to be an endorsed spokesperson for them. Hey, congratulations to NBA Commissioner Adam Silver. You have ruined the NBA. Well done. Hey, you know, I always say, I do not believe that leagues are actually fixed until Vegas stops releasing odds on those leagues. Vegas doesn't release odds on WWE. It's fixed. We all know it. Well, NBA, you're getting dangerously close to that line. Well done, Adam Silver. You're the worst commissioner in all of sports. College hoops got its biggest boost of the season so far this past Saturday when the number 14 North Carolina Tar Heels hit a three to beat the number 4 Duke Blue Devils at the buzzer. Hey, college basketball, honestly, it feels a little weird right now, right? I mean, we have players that have gone to the G League and now they're suing to come back to college to make more money in college. I mean, it feels weird. College hoops is just a little bit weird right now. But it was kind of good to see some excitement about the actual play on the floor instead of that weird stuff. Hey, we're going to once again have a wide open March Madness field this spring. And games like Carolina Duke, they give us at least a little bit of excitement. So while football is over, Valentine's Day is this weekend, we do still have a few things to watch in the world of sports right now. But of course, the big news this past week was Super Bowl 60, and we actually recorded a live podcast as soon as that boring game ended. Let's jump into that right now. Today on The Dose, we are actually recording this live from the Northern Plains Glitterati, home of the mayor and his lovely wife, where they have just hosted another outstanding Super Bowl party for Super Bowl 60, which did just finish up. We are recording live, like I said, and first and foremost, that was a really boring game. Like, we had a tough time just getting through that game. You just were waiting for the final seconds to tick off the clock, but it was rough. We have the mayor joining us right now. Mayor, welcome and thank you for hosting once again. This is the second party you have hosted, but thank you for joining us.
I reached out to you. I said, hey, we need another daily dose of Super Bowl party, and we're here, and I'm glad you're here. And we had about, 40, 50 people
You
here?
had a good turnout.
We had a pretty good turnout.
You had a solid turnout.
All the food, all the cocktails,
Yeah.
and even the kids. We have a few kids about to pop on here in a second.
Do.
Definitely appreciate you being here and having the podcast here for sure.
No, we thank you for hosting again, and we hope that the damages to your home are minimal. But yeah, it was another good party, despite the game being very boring. You know, the Super Bowl has become such a huge event. It's not just the game; it's the second biggest party of the year here in the United States. Everybody does it up. Like we go nuts for the Super Bowl, even if we didn't care about the game. I don't know that anybody here was a Seahawks fan. Nobody's a Patriots fan. It's just a party.
The only reason I was here was to host the party. A.
Yeah.
B. You know what? We had 4 affiliates with the Seahawks for CSU Rams. Go Rams.
Okay.
And hey, Torrey Horton got his ring.
Torrey Horton is
even
going
though
to
injured, but he's going to get his ring.
He
right?
was sitting out on injured reserve, but he's going to get himself a ring, and that is outstanding. We will break down at least a little bit of that Super Bowl, but we've got a few people joining us today. We've got Ricky. Ricky, tell us where you're from. Give me your name and where you're from, and give me what team you would be cheering for in the perfect world.
I'm Ricky.
Okay.
From Cheyenne.
From Cheyenne.
And in a perfect world, we'd be rooting on the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yes.
We are Bronco fans. I think most everyone here was probably pretty close to Broncos fans, I think.
I believe so.
Yeah, it seemed like we had a lot of Bronco fans here. I know a few people drifted out. We may have had a few random kind of bandwagon Patriot fans, but nothing too big. Okay, so we've got 3 Bronco fans right now. And now we have one other guest that we want to bring on the podcast real quick. We've got a young man named, I'm not going to tell you his name. He's going to tell you his name. Give me your name, give me your age, and where are you from?
Okay. My name is Lucas.
All right, Lucas.
And I'm from Wyoming, and
You're from
I'm
Wyoming?
6 years old.
You're 6 years old. So are you in first grade then?
Yes.
Okay. Are you a football fan?
Yes.
And who is your favorite team, if you had to say?
Leonardo.
Say say that again.
Who's your team?
Who's your team?
The Red.
The Red? What is the Red? Is this a soccer team? What am I missing here?
The Texas Red Raiders?
No, definitely not.
Wow.
Not my kid. No.
Dude, you're
throwing
a
the
Texas fan, Ricky.
He's throwing the horns up.
Oh,
my God.
is Lucas a Texas fan? Is that what we've got? We've got Texas Longhorns?
Longhorns,
the
buddy.
horns
Oh,
back.
okay.
Okay.
He's throwing Longhorns at us. I didn't know where we were going there. That's all right. We got dogs involved. We've got the whole thing's going at the party today.
Benjamin's talking right now.
Benjamin's chatting a little bit to us. Yeah, you know what? It was a weird Super Bowl. I didn't ever feel like it ever got that interesting. It just kind of seemed like Seattle, even though they weren't scoring early, it felt like it was a matter of time. It seemed like they were going to break off a big one. New England couldn't get any offense going. The offensive line was horrible. And then we saw Seattle's defense. Their defensive line just completely
Decimated
took over.
them.
Yeah, that was a rough game.
And-
Final stats on the game are really going to be misleading. Sam Darnold, Seahawks quarterback, goes for 202 yards. He has 1 touchdown. Running back Kenneth Walker has 135 yards, no touchdowns. Meanwhile, Patriots quarterback Drake May throws for 295 yards and 2 touchdowns. He did have 2 interceptions, but it was all garbage time. So it's completely meaningless. And you could see during the game, you're like, he's putting up numbers late when the game was decided. It didn't matter. It just was a boring nonsense game. Best part of the Super Bowl. Does anyone here at the table have their high moment? A good commercial? Yes, you enjoyed the halftime. Anything? Anyone got anything for us?
Go, Ricky.
Ricky, what do you got?
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think the fourth quarter wasn't bad.
You finally
was
got some
some
scoring.
action,
No, you're
some
right.
entertainment.
That's fair. Yeah.
A little bit of plays going on. Otherwise, it was kind of like, yeah.
Lucas, what was your favorite part of the Super Bowl today? The cupcakes?
Yes.
Really? Was that the best part of the day?
Yes.
Sliding down the staircase.
Sliding down the stairs?
Yep.
Okay. Well,
to
at
be
least
young again.
right. At least you had an eventful day today. Are you going to be tired tonight, do you feel like?
Yes.
Okay. Here's the question for you. This is the $1 million question. Who won? And on that note, yeah, that was the kind of game that it was today. Yeah, you're correct. There's no wrong answers. You did kind of nail it. What a strange game. I'm going to change this up though, because the game was what it was. The Seattle Seahawks win the game 29-13. I think Mrs. Dose maybe won a square on your board over here on the NPG squares. So I'm going to at least be thankful for that. Did have a number of winners on the squares, but the problem was by the time the game ended, everybody was falling asleep and the party was dwindling. And you had a good turnout today, and everybody's like, you know what? We're checking out. We're going home.
Yeah. Which normally where everybody hangs out. And
normally this is when the party starts.
But they actually said third quarter, I think the game's done.
Oh, yeah. No, it just was
End
that
of
kind
story.
of day.
I mean, everybody checked out. They're like, boring.
It just was that kind of day.
And that's too bad.
Yeah, I can't.
Unfortunate, very unfortunate, but you know what?
That's all right.
Us being Colorado Bronco fans, you know, it just happened. We're here for the squares and for the booze.
That's exactly what it was. Okay, here's one thing I want you to think about. Because like I said, the Super Bowl is a huge event. It's not just a game. It's a huge party day. There are Super Bowl games, though, that you can remember where you were when you watched them. You can remember who you were with when you watched them and what you were doing when they actually took place. Maybe it was your favorite team that won it all. Maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was just the people you were with. Maybe it was just a party that you went. Whatever that was, we're going to go around the table. Lucas might be too young to find this one. We're going to go around the table and give me your best Super Bowl memory. And like I said, it might be your favorite team, but it might not. It might just be like, no, this was a great game. I enjoyed the game. And from that perspective, that was my favorite Super Bowl. Ricky, do you have a favorite Super Bowl that you look back on fondly and say, okay, I remember where I was at, what I was doing. That was the funnest Super Bowl I've ever been a part of.
Well, the obvious one is Super Bowl 50.
50, okay.
Peyton Manning.
Yeah,
the Broncos.
yeah.
But a big one for me that I remembered all the time is Patriots Buccaneers, and the Buccaneers actually won the Super Bowl. I think I remember that one. My dad was in the military, so we were at one of his friends' houses, and a bunch of kids there. And I mean, we're all 8, 9, 10 years old, and I think most of us were actually watching the game.
This is Patriots Bucks. No, Patriots and Bucks haven't played. Give me Patriots, Rams, Patriots. I'm trying to think of who this
Patriots,
is.
Buccaneers,
well, AFC, NFC. That sounds right. I mean, I
just don't think they've ever met.
But I don't think
because I think for me, it was one of the first Super Bowls that I didn't see the Patriots win.
It wasn't Super Bowl Eagles, was it?
Eagles.
When the Eagles won on like when they scored 50.
I think that might have been Eagles.
The Buccaneers won, and this was a long time ago. The Buccaneers definitely won, and I could have sworn they played the Patriots.
So Bucks won in 2000
Which
2003 when they beat the Raiders, and then they won when Brady went back and beat the Chiefs in 2021. Oh. I'm trying to think of who else that would have been.
I don't know.
Unless it was.
The Bucks haven't been in too many Super Bowls.
No, I think they've been in 2. Bino, what do you got?
Maybe it was Bucks Raiders. It might have been.
It might have been Bucks Raiders because that was 2000. That was 2002. Yeah, and that defense was just so nasty against the Raiders that day. That as good as the Raiders' offense was, and it was good at that time with Rich Gannon, that defense was nasty, and they just ate.
Not the Madden Raiders for sure.
No. Hey, remember, you should be stopping by Daly Dose Sports every single week to see what new things we have going on over there. We have links to the podcast. We have links to new articles each week. In fact, this week, one went up that was actually Olympic flavored. I don't do that very often, but there was a subject out there we wanted to touch on. So remember to check that out. You can always email the podcast as well, dalydosesports@gmail.com. We do hear from listeners here and there, and we will always take the time to respond to you. We just might end up using what you send in on the show. And remember, you can pick up Daly Dose gear at dalydosesports.com right now, too. We've got t-shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got sweatshirts, we've got baseball caps. You can pick them in whatever color that you want. But if you need that last-minute Valentine, make sure you stop by dalydosesports.com.
For me,
yeah,
you got to go I mean, solid. John Elway
Sure.
spinning the helicopter drive.
32. Yeah,
against Green
Broncos,
Bay.
Packers. Sure, that's
Hey,
that's one that
When,
stands out for
I
sure.
mean, look at my hair. Hair on my arms just went up. Like
When-
that was awesome. I was at my brother's house, and I actually think I put in $50 for a square, and we won big.
Oh, nice, even better.
That was even bigger, and I'm
Well,
like stoked.
And when you're a Bronco fan at that point, there was almost that feeling that you didn't want to go back to the Super Bowl because you're like, I don't want to lose 5. Like, I don't want to have a 5th loss. We already had
Exactly.
4. And you're going, oh no, we're going to take that back. The Bills had taken it from us. We're going to do it
Right.
again. And then to go out. And I remember that game so well because that first drive, Favre drives them right down the field, and you're like, oh no, here we go again.
Exactly.
We're gonna have the same thing again.
And then when he comes back, and then that's what we needed was a little Terrell Davis.
Yep.
TD.
Needed some help. Elway
needed some
needed some help.
And
And he finally got help.
he got help, and he was on it.
Oh yeah.
Like, there was definite TD help for John Elway.
Yep.
And John Elway said, we're winning this game.
And you could see on that helicopter play where he dives and he goes and gets the first down that they had to have. You could see just how much it meant to that team. I still remember him standing up and pumping his fist at the bench, just going like, "No, we're here to win this. This
We're
is different.
winning.
This is
We're
different.
winning."
Yeah, this isn't going to be the blowout that we've had every single year."
Correct.
I'm waiting. We're kind of waiting right now to see who is going to win this MVP, and I don't think they've announced it yet.
Who's that?
Actually,
is that Walker?
winning MVP? Who wins this?
He's just holding the. Oh, that is him.
It is
Walker.
Oh, Kenneth
We
Walker
did
wins
call
the
it.
MVP.
I did call it.
Yep.
I said no touchdowns, but he had 135 yards
Yep.
rushing.
Yeah.
Hey, good for him, man. Here's what I got to say. With a 2 running back system nowadays in the NFL,
Yeah.
and you're like, well, what's his Charbonnet?
Yeah. If Charbonnet plays, it's
And then
a
it's
different
like,
game.
would you give it to both of them? If they both have,
Of course
like
they would have.
80,
How-
90
yeah, how
yards,
could you
do
not?
you give it both of them?
Right. They had
To run
they
all
would've had
over
to.
the Patriots?
Yep.
Why not?
Instead,
you have
Walker
to give to one.
and keep in mind, Kenneth Walker, I believe, is about to be a free agent. You can't let him go, right? Like
Right.
you have to re-sign him. He just wins the MVP. Like you got to bring him back, don't you?
Well, he's definitely got credentials now.
Well, you've got a really good backup
You
there.
bring him
too,
back,
though.
and he's like
Yeah.
solid.
I don't know. Well,
Hey, there's the First
we
lady.
have the mayor's lovely wife. The mayor's lovely wife. Do you want to jump on here real quick? We need to at least thank you for hosting this party.
Can I switch with you?
We're gonna bring on the mayor's lovely wife. I hope. Make sure you can hear in there, Lucas. Nice job on the podcast, by the way. Outstanding work.
good job.
On the podcast and bringing some hook'em horns in for us that we did not see coming. I was waiting for some pokes. I was waiting for some
was like,
Broncos.
Red Raiders.
Yeah, I
He
was
said-
not expecting.
He goes, yeah, Red Raiders, and I was like, Ricky looks at him like, son,
Oh, I
I didn't teach you well.
You might as well have said boomer. Holy cow. About melted down right there.
Yeah.
Look at Ricky, he's melting right now.
Yes, he's hurting.
I didn't want to disrespect you in your own home, so I
That
didn't want
was
to say
nice
good
of you.
job.
Ricky, that was nice
Good
of
job.
you.
I do have
We-
my cowboy belt buckle on. Though.
Right now, we have the mayor's lovely wife, who also, is a co-host on this. We would like to thank you so much for hosting the party, for hosting the podcast. We appreciate you having us in. We hope we didn't damage your home too much, but thank you for having us back after last year. We had a good time. We just unfortunately got a really boring game this year. Were you able to stay awake?
Yeah. No, I'm happy to host, and I was happy to have everyone here.
Yeah.
Thank you for being here, and I'm happy to have the second annual Daily Dose
Yeah.
post NPG
Yes.
Super Bowl party.
Glitterati.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, it was a great group of people today.
Really fun group.
So here's what I can say
Okay.
is we gathered with a fantastic group of people,
Yes.
of family and friends, and we watched some football
We did. There were
Yeah,
there was something on.
going on.
There was something on.
It was not the most exciting of
No,
games.
no, it was a little bit boring. I was really kind of struggling to keep up with the game because
Same.
it just wasn't. The first half, I mean, we're sitting there watching, and what the first half end up 9-0. I mean, it was a thriller
believe so.
at halftime.
Yeah.
I mean, halftime
goals.
it was all field goals. There were no big plays. It was just a snooze fest, and I'm trying to stay
Yeah.
awake. Halftime, I'm not positive. I'm pretty positive though. Bad Bunny outgained the Patriots offense on that walk. He was just walking. he was just walking through the whole stadium.
Yeah, he may have.
Yeah, and then they have all the people out on the field. I don't know.
What did we say the first half
How many
stats?
Phillip Rivers kids were out there?
Yeah, there was a few of them out there.
Phillip Rivers kids.
They filled up the field.
Okay.
Yeah,
that was half.
I think Lady Gaga maybe joined him. Did I wasn't she out there? I think she was out there.
so.
Yeah, I think she joined. Yeah. It just wasn't. It wasn't much of a game. It just wasn't very fun. The Seahawks, I guess, dominated
the first half.
Yeah, 29.
I think I gave you that stat. Punt.
Yeah, that first half of the Patriots was rough, and you could see the offensive tackle Will Campbell really struggled to keep anyone in front of him. Got pushed around all day, and that was a concern going into the game. I'll give the Seahawks this. They did a better job against Drake May running than the Denver Broncos did. And that hurt. That hurt to see. Because the Broncos allowed May to run way, way, way too much. And that's what ended up killing the Denver Broncos. So, Mayor's wife, you have something to say. You had something on your mind there. I could see the wheels turning. I don't know where you're going to go with that, but I could see the wheels turning.
I mean, it's nothing related to this fantastic football game.
Well, no, there was no fantastic football game.
What do you have to say after that?
Nothing. Then I'm going to present the question to you. What Super Bowl in your history? What Super Bowl do you remember that you just loved? That you were just like that was the Super Bowl that made me happy.
Well, without question, is Super Bowl 50.
Okay, we've got another Super Bowl 50. Yeah. Broncos beating the Panthers.
Yes.
Yep.
That was without question.
Okay, Peyton Manning going out in 5. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that was.
But I also am old enough to remember all of the Broncos attempts.
Yep.
At the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Which I was born a Bronco fan.
Yeah. Yeah.
I literally was born into this. And so I've always just loved watching and cheering for the Broncos.
I think that's what made today even harder because we were watching this going, what if we had Bo Nix in that game?
Yeah.
We might have been playing tonight. I feel like I don't know if we could have
Did we all
won,
just
but it
sigh
might
right
have
there?
been, yes, it might have been better than this fiasco. I don't know. That was rough to watch.
But again, I saw those stats against the Seahawks versus Patriots, and they're all top 3 against Patriots, and the Patriots are all bottom 25.
The Patriots
25th,
might
28th,
have just
29th,
completed
30th.
the softest path ever to get to a Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you played the softest regular season schedule since the 90s. You get to see the Chargers backup offensive line. You get to see CJ Stroud.
Oh. Yeah.
And then you get to see Jarrett Stidham. So
true.
It was a soft path for the Patriots to get there anyways. And
I bet you Patriots fans are going to argue this right now.
Yeah, they're going to argue about
Go ahead, call in. Let's talk about it.
They're going to argue about why Belichick and Kraft didn't get into the Hall of Fame either, but they're going to argue about a lot of things. All right. Well, we're gonna wrap this up because I don't want the podcast to be as boring as the game.
Yeah. So we all don't have nothing to talk about. I'm like,
right.
Yes, we all hate the Patriots.
Right. We're all going to
1, 2.
Amen.
There was nothing to talk about.
Nothing to talk about. It was boring. No, we're going to all go read something more interesting.
Let's all go have a drink.
Let's all go read the Epstein list.
I don't think I even saw a cool commercial.
No, we were just talking about that.
Yes. I did not see one.
Halftime was fine. Commercials were nothing. The game itself was boring.
I kind of glanced over and I think I saw the AI Friends one.
Oh, I didn't even see it. I think I totally missed it. I saw a horse raising an eagle or so. I don't even know what was going on. The commercials were not great. Yeah, the commercials were not great.
So,
if anything, let's say this. Do we have something to look forward to with Bo Nix and the Broncos next year?
Yes, absolutely.
I hope so.
Absolutely.
I really feel that everyone's like, oh, you guys barely won. You barely won.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Let's go. Let's do the Broncos.
Hey, we just talked about John Elway didn't win it until he got some help.
Amen.
Tell me the help that Bo Nix had this year. You lose your starting running back. You didn't have a tight end that contributed regularly. Your best wide receiver is Cortland Sutton, and he drops the easy ones. Bo Nix needs some help, and they need to go get him a few pieces to play with, because this team has defensively, coaching wise, you've got a few pieces in place. You've got to go find him a few more weapons. They didn't have nearly enough, and you could see, especially, against, the Bills. Bo Nix outplayed Josh Allen.
Yes.
I agree.
And you're sitting there going, holy cow. And he's doing it without much help. Really, really impressive.
We have a Wyoming fan here.
Oh,
Well,
I can't blame you for that.
He did outplay.
He did outplay
Allen.
Josh,
He
though.
really did.
Yeah, he didn't turn it over, and Josh did. And Josh is a phenomenal quarterback, but Bo was better that day. And again, he did it without much help. The Broncos need to go get some people because they should have been playing tonight.
I agree 100%. We should have been playing.
And I think you're absolutely right on the weapons part of that, because Bo Nix is like Sean Payton's.
That's his guy.
That's his guy. That's
his
his technique.
It's his
style.
Drew Brees too. Yeah.
Yeah, and if he got some good weapons on the receiving core,
We're really, really hoping like Evan Ingram was going to come out and kind of be, Jimmy Graham or somebody. He just never really materialized. You couldn't keep a running back healthy with Dobbins going down. Dobbins might have been a game changer, but Harvey just not an everyday back, at least not right now in his rookie year.
But he's learning.
He's learning.
Yeah,
He'll get better.
And I agree.
He'll get better.
Like I feel hopeful about this next season.
Oh, for sure.
I feel like with Bo Nix has a little bit of longevity with the team. I feel like we have some opportunity to build on that.
Absolutely.
I really hope we can really lean into that, and I'm putting all my cards in that.
I agree with you 100%. I think that the future is bright. It felt like a game tonight that we should have been involved in, but that did
I
not
agree, and
bounce.
I love Sean Payton. I think he's got some good years left in him. Like
Yep.
let's have some good.
We won't watch the games with their hands over our eyes anymore.
That did happen a lot this year. There were a lot of games that we were scared to
Like,
death
come on.
the entire game. But
Can you give me a heart attack for the fourth time?
every
in the
single
first quarter?
week with that team. All right. Here's the question. We'll finish on this. What in the world are we going to do until next football season? How are we surviving?
Mexico sounds good.
Yeah, it does sound kind of good right now. Colorado Avalanche.
Avs,
They're
we got
on
the
break.
Avs.
They're on
Let's go
break
Avs.
for the Olympics, but the Avs are playing very, very well. The
Yes.
Nuggets are still a contender. They will be
Yes.
in it. If they can get healthy, they can get some people back. But it's going to be a long, dry season until we can
Exactly.
get the
It's gonna be a
NFL
stretch.
back, because
You know
just
what?
live and die
We
with
just
the
need them to
NFL.
keep going, but till season, Broncos next year.
Yes.
Maybe we might get lucky, find somebody, some help.
Might
for the
need it.
Broncos.
Yeah, if they can do that, then it'll be a really fun year next year. Well, I want to
Yes.
once again thank you guys for hosting. Thank you for having the Daily Dose come in, and we had an amazing party. Even though at the end of the party there's not much standing because everyone fell asleep because the game was so boring.
Exactly.
That is not on
And
you.
I feel bad for you because I'm like, I invited you over.
That is
seduce
all right.
Everybody, and
Who
it was
could
like,
possibly have predicted we'd get maybe the most boring Super Bowl at
Ever?
least in the last 50 years?
But
So-
if this is the case, though, but I want to extend it next year because I feel like the Broncos.
Hey, same time, same place.
Same place
All right.
next year.
Same time,
I'm going to
same
cheers
place.
to that.
Yeah,
I think.
Broncos,
I think we need.
let's
you,
plan on that.
we need you here next year.
Okay, we'll plan on that
Again.
next year. We'll book that right now, and we'll plan on that next year. We'll be back, and hopefully, we're watching our team play
Exactly.
Yes.
instead of this
Amen.
boring nonsense that we just got done watching. Well, I want to thank you guys very, very much. Always appreciate
Thank
the
you.
hospitality. Thank you for all that you contribute to the Daily Dose. Ricky, thank you for stopping by. Lucas, thank you for stopping by. Mayor's lovely wife, we appreciate that. And we will wrap that up. And we'll be talking a little more NFL next week. We might have to wrap up the season next week and put a big bow on this. We have some
For sure.
awards we're going to be handing out next week, and they might not all be good, but we've got some awards we're going to be handing out next week.
For sure.
And
Wait.
most
Hey.
boring game might have been this
I
one.
can't
But
wait.
thank you guys very much.
Everybody
Appreciate
keep
it.
listening. I love the dose for sure.
Love you.
Hey, next week on the Dose, like I said, we are going to be wrapping a nice, pretty ribbon around the 2025 NFL season. We'll take a look back at some of the biggest disappointments, some of the better surprises, and we have a number of awards to hang out. We will be reflecting on the good and trust me, also the bad of the NFL season that we just saw complete. So make sure you check out the dose and make sure you let a friend know to do the same. Hey, I want to say thank you again to the mayor and his lovely wife for hosting the second annual Northern Plains Glitterati Super Bowl party this year. And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you for listening to the Daly Dose every week. Thank you for the emails. Thank you for the texts. Thank you for the tweets. But more than anything, thank you for sharing the show, for sharing the videos, and for sharing the articles with someone that you know. We absolutely love it when you do that. Have to say thank you to Jess P. Could not do any of this without you. I will see you all next Wednesday. Have a great week, everybody.
I mean, isn't that just kick you in the crotch, spit on your neck fantastic?